back in there now for the second half here in St. Lawrence Park in Trim. I'll hand you over to the commentary team of Monty Power and Rory Dowling.
The dulcet tones of John Andrews there.
Just a quick look around here. I don't notice any changes on the certainly in the trim starting. In the trim 15 starting.
No. Jack Dardis has come out. I don't want to pick on Jack, but he doesn't look too comfortable.
No, he's still back into his position there, and he's got Mikey Cullen to look after the next half an hour. So he's tough time ahead, perhaps.
So just a reminder, it's trim 2-7, screen 6 points. We're waiting for Frankie Carty to rejoin the fray.
Toilet break, I think.
A comfort break.
Yeah.
Oh, we are going to get a sub. Yeah, and it is Jack Dardis. I don't think Jack's going to thank the manager for making him walk all the way out.
He shook Mikey Cullen's hand on the way off there. I'd say he was saying thanks be to God for that.
Yeah, again, we don't have the numbers for the subs.
New man got in as well. Number 25 has got in to come back to Mikey there now, and the sub that's come on has gone to.
Yeah, Frankie Carty has stayed on this side. He's marking Mikey Cole. Second half underway. James Murray up again. Mark Molloy goes for a collision. Forward by Tommy Carpenter. Barry Davis out in front. Oh, he's a long way out. Oh, it's a great strike by Barry. Oh, it's the best score tonight, I'd say.
Yeah, lovely score. Yeah, lovely score. Downsy did nothing wrong there. In fact, Downsy made it hard for him to win the ball. Downsy was all over him as he got the first ball, but he won that, well, and then turned and slotted it. Fabulous score there from. He must have been 40 metres out, Maudie, here over the wing.
Absolutely, in the right wing. Yeah. Peter goes short to Kieran O'Rourke. Again, it's one of those that bounces in front of him. Rourke comes out brilliantly with it. His hand is held. Referee's not signalling advantage. Rourke with the left goes down the line. I think that'll go over the line, will it? No, it'll hop over Mikey inside to Owen McGrath. Oh, Davy Murtagh's free inside. No, poor ball by Magoo. Poor ball. Davy Murtagh made a brilliant run. Chris Kensler comes out with it to Colm Doherty. Doherty goes long across the field to Pádraig Finnerty. Oh, Pádraig went with his feet. The brother, I think we're saying is with Bowes or someone like that.
Yeah, James plays with Bowes there. Yeah, Pádraig showed a bit of soccer skills there, but as
Darrell is trying to plead innocent here, he's in no way innocent there at all.
What usually happens, and in my opinion, what should happen is if a player does a bit of soccer skill like that on a GAA pitch, he should end up on his backside, and that's what happened there. Yeah. Anyway,
you can phone into our hotline afterwards if you'd like to debate that with anyone.
All complaints to the complaint box.
I give out John Andrews' number after the game.
Anyway, no. Thankfully, Pádraig's a fine footballer, and he should have taken that ball in his hands, really. But and he's up. Thankfully, no injury, and so he's playing on here. Great.
Yeah, sideline to screen, or no, it's probably a free actually. Tommy Carpenter goes down the line. Brian Davis after kicking out, wonderful score. Can he do it from the other side? Oh, he's trying. It's going to be short though. Oh yeah, Peter I think took a step forward. Had to readjust. Is right. To Mikey Cole. Mikey's loads of space. James Cullen trying to get out in front.
He's not going to beat Frankie in a foot race.
Frankie, no. Back to Kieran O'Rourke. David Murtagh again through the middle. Yeah, well done. A little bit behind him. Well done, Mikey Cole. Made a great run from the sideline to Mark Molloy. Mark goes across the field. Oh, McGrath will win this. Oh, he took his eye off it. Oh. Two screen lads run into each other.
Could be in the book for this.
Yeah, not sure. Thankfully, it wasn't too heavy of a collision now. I think Owen was looking to play the ball before he had gathered it.
Yeah, a good play by Mikey Cole there. He tried to take his man on. He was forced backwards, but he didn't panic. He played the ball on and continued his run and picked up the ball again and tried to link the play going forward. And then Molloy kicked the ball out towards Owen, who just lost possession, and then we have a free out here now for Skyrne.
I'd say it's going to be throw in. No? Did anyone have possession? Maybe Skyrne have possession.
Yeah, I don't know whether he penalised Owen for kind of jumping in there a little bit recklessly without the ball. So
it looks like a free to Skyrne anyway. Yeah, Colm Doherty, big man around the middle. Again, gets up a little bit gingerly. Centre back goes short to Frankie Carty. Mikey a bit loose on him now. Down the wing towards Pádraig Finnerty. Decky Dowling, the sneaky little push on his man and wins the ball. goes back to Kevin Alley. Kev across to Mark Malloy. Again, Mark full of energy, drives forward. Pádraig Finnery doesn't really want to chase him. Inside to Owen McGrath. Oh, he takes his eye off it again. Oh, he won't be happy with that. Full back comes out with it now. Is David Carroll. David goes long towards Brian Davis. He's lucky. Oh, ball across the wood. Kevin Alley intercepts. Poor ball by Niall Moran there. He could have brought it on. Kev kicks it to James Murray, who's loads of time, hands it off to Munners. Mikey Cole's after making a great run across the pitch. Munners plays it in front of him. Mikey can get the head up. Bino is very tightly marked there. He was making a run in front. Good defending by Chris Kinsella. Good hands by Kevin Alley. Mikey Cole. Good ball to James Cullen. James will drive at the man. Yeah, keep going, James. With his left foot. Good score. Good score.
Yeah. And another feature of that score was Mikey Cole's involvement. He must have been involved 3 or 4 times. Started with him making a great run across the 65-yard line here in front of us to win the ball, and then when he passed it on, he kept running and linked the play again. And James with a good finish.
Yeah, and Mikey again shortly after making a 70-yard burst here 2 minutes ago to provide support. So great work off the ball from Mikey. Keen down to slip there, so his man is able to tap it down to Paddy Fox. Good tackle by James Murray. Paddy Fox can get the head up. Foxy. A half block down by Kevin Alley. Niall Burke back to Paddy Fox. Paddy under pressure from Kevin Alley. Niall Burke gets the head up inside to Niall Moran. Niall goes back to Niall Burke into Frankie Carty. Back across the middle to Colin Doherty. Colin burst past James Murray. He's recovered. I think he's fouled, but he's handed it off to Pádraig Finnery. Pádraig, good cut inside. James Murray might have to take it back in. Handed across Peter Brennan. Goes out to it. It's Peter. I think got a half block. It might have hit the post, or Darrell Phelan could have ballet danced it off the line. Decky Dowling into Mark Murray or Malloy. Mark will take a free there, I'd say. Yeah, slightly high tackle. Bino's making another good run inside. He's out in front this time, but no, we're taking our time on this one. And now Mikey Cullen's 1-on-1 inside if we kick it, which we should. And Mikey is absolutely screaming for it. James, he sent him over towards the sideline. Good pace by the cornerback, but he's overrun it. Mikey can give it back to James. He does. The fullback David Carroll goes back. James Cullen. Good tackle, David Carroll. James wins it back, and then a good tackle by Chris Kinsella. Frankie Carty comes out with it to Colin Doherty. Colin across the field, Pádraig Finnery. Darrell stands off him. Can't stand off a good player. James Murray is fouling him, but Pádraig carries it forward to shoot back to Paddy Fox. Paddy Fox goes long. That's going to be too high, is it?
Strong play.
Right, Dave. That could be hurt. Fat finger, or hopefully not worse. Decky Dowling goes sideways to Darrell. It's one of those. It's just he went to catch it and it just landed on top of his finger.
He pulled it back in himself. You see him?
Yeah. I think that finger is out. He's trying to put it back in.
There's no hint of a foul there. I think the two lads just went for the ball. And Brian Dardis, who's been excellent. Davis, beg your pardon, Brian Davis, who's been excellent. Kicked some lovely scores for Skyrne.
He actually kicked a point from where he's standing there.
Yeah, and I think he's just. We'll let the physio do his work there.
And they have clicked it back in, and you could see the instant look of relief.
The ball just pronged against his finger there, and it's a sore one. Maudie, I'm sure it's happened to you a few times.
Never came out, thankfully. Never came out.
Never happened to me.
A lot of people tell you I never went for the ball in the air anyway, so that never affected me. Davy Murta drives out with it. It's a little high, but in towards Mikey Cullen. Bino gives it inside to Mikey. Mikey's Owen McGrath off his shoulder. Good hand across. Well done, Mikey Cullen.
Great goal. I think another feature at the start of this second half has been Davy Murta's runs from the full back line, and that created there from it was a free following the stoppage and play for the injury. Davy was free. It was his man that got injured, so Davy, his man was obviously just recovering a little bit, but Davy was free, drove on, kicked a great ball into the forwards, and between Bino, Mikey and Owen McGrath, they worked the goal.
The fullback or the cornerback just ran in under it a little bit. Mikey gave it to Bino, good pass to Mikey. Mikey drew the keeper, handed it across to Owen McGrath. So 3-8 to trim, 7 points for Skyrne. 8 minutes gone in the first half. Skyrne are going long in towards Davis. He's recovered, gets a hand on it. Oh, poor pass back towards Niall Moore, and Paddy Fox is going to have to try and recover this. It comes off James Murray's foot. I don't think Paddy Fox touched it on the ground. Kevin Nally. James Murray. Oh, McGrath's little sidestep. Tommy Carpenter as it gets back. Mark Malloy clips it inside to Mikey. Mikey will take the man on again. Oh, no, wrong option, Mikey. Wrong option. Okay, it's all right, Mikey. Keep playing. Ian Gillette hands it over. James Murray. Frankie Carty's free down the wing. Not a good pass. It's going to well read by Kieran O'Rourke. He can go a little foot pass. Oh, wrong option. Kieran should have been a hand pass. Simple hand pass to Kevin Nally. Went with the foot. He lost control of it. Brian Davis takes on Davy Murta. Davy does well to stand him up. A combination Davy Murta and Kieran O'Rourke fouls him.
Yeah, but another trimmer when they go forward are looking very good. Just hopefully we can keep the screen forwards out here now.
Yeah. Colin Doherty, good tackle by Kieran O'Rourke and Paul Munley. And now James Murray's the third man to tackle him. James gives him a little swing around the hips, free into screen, 50 metres out. Colin Doherty stands over at his midfield partners, made a 50-yard run ahead of him. Good ball to 19. Takes on Decky Dowling and shoots and scores. Craig, I think he's calling him. Good score.
Yeah, good score. Yeah, as we've seen in the first half, the screen forwards are very, very good when they get the ball. It's just they probably haven't been getting enough ball. And Trim are running. The Trim running game is causing havoc to the screen defence. It'd be interesting to see how the fitness levels go up.
Yeah, I was just about to say I can actually hear from up here. There's a lot of heavy breathing going on there.
Yeah, and it's easy. I suppose it's easier. You don't feel as bad when you're 9 points up. You've got that extra half a yard in your step. And the screen lads now, their heads might drop now. If the legs will go then.
Peter Brennan goes long, good long kick out towards James Murray and Paul Munley. James does well. You can carry it, James. There's nobody running after you again. This might be a reflection of fitness. No screen lads bursting to get back. James carries, hands it to James Cullen. James can drive off his right. Oh yeah, slightly miskicked it. He went for a point, hits the crossbar. McGrath will chip it up to himself. Oh no, he never saw where the goals were. Yeah. Well played by James Murray, who has come into the game a lot. Ian Gillette goes short to Frankie Carty. Frankie goes back towards the middle. Down the wing towards Niall Moore. Kevin Nally gets a good hand in. Aidan Shute gets a hand on the ball. Goes back towards his own goals. To David Carroll, is it? David back to Paddy Fox. Paddy has time to get the head up. Bino gets a bit of a stray hand in. Tommy Carpenter back to Paddy Fox. Paddy has a look up. They want to kick. Nothing on. Back to Tommy Carpenter. Tommy, good ball off the shoulder to Paddy Fox. Paddy wants to go outside the right. Niall Moran's in. He'll go for a goal here. Back to 17. Yeah, it's a goal from the centre back.
That all came from the ball that McGrath. Well, I suppose the ball did go dead, didn't it?
Yeah,
it didn't drop into the hands. But good work, well worked score there from screen, and all of a sudden, they put a bit of wind back in their sails now. I don't know whether it was just that passage of play or whether Trim were trying to set up a little bit more defensively, but we've only got Mikey Cullen inside now and Trim of everybody else, in around the midfield area, even though Bino making his way back up the field there now.
Yep. Just 12 minutes gone. Trim 3-8, screen 1-8. The next 4 or 5 minutes before the water break could be crucial here. Screen win the kick out, dropped by Mark Malloy. Trim win it back. Keane Downs comes out with a tackle by Tommy Carpenter. Keane is fouled again, yeah. Back to Mark Malloy. Darrell Phelan makes a decoy run. Mark has loads of time there. Slows it right down. It's almost like a free. Good ball into James Cullen. James could have attacked that and called a mark. But he's tackled by the goal scorer. Back into Owen McGrath. Owen can give it to Mikey Cullen. Keeper's coming out again. Well, Mikey hits the post again. Is that the third time we've hit the post going for a goal? Yeah. Mikey went for the outside of the right, but he's kicked it to the full forward Aidan Shute to Pádraig Finnerty to Frank Carty. Frank takes his eye off the ball. Back to Aidan Shute. James Murray gets a good tackle in to slow things down. Screen looking for a black card. It would have been harsh there, although I think James was trying to slow him up alright. Barry Davis again. He's gone for the spectacular, but that's it's almost gone straight across the pitch. Rocky's going to be under a bit of pressure from Niall Burke. Rocky again goes at the foot. I hate to see a foot for a short one. Finds Keane Downs though. Kevin Nally comes out with it. Screen have men on this side. Mikey Cole does well, beats his man, gives it to Kevin Nally. He's no option now though. Yeah, Decky across the middle. Good pass by Kevin. Decky can get the head up and plays a good ball to Mikey Cole. Darrell's making a long bursting run there. Good ball by Mikey into Mikey Cullen. Too many Mikeys. Mikey beats his man. Oh, he puts the Munners. Munners hands it off. Oh, I'm not sure who had a better opportunity to score there, Mikey or Munners, but both of them should have scored. Neither of them did. Yeah, Skyrne come out with it. And all of a sudden, the next score could be a big one here, even though Trimmer 6 up. Paddy Fox, good ball down the line to Niall Moran. Niall, will he try outside the right? No. He takes too many steps there, yeah.
Well done, Decky.
Decky's in. And Kevin Alley comes out with him. I think the referee's enjoying this too. He's not blowing the whistle at all. Kieran O'Rourke comes out with it. Yeah, just when we needed a little bit of leadership there, Kieran O'Rourke does very well. Pádraig Finnerty. Pádraig Finnerty does well. No. Pádraig puts good pressure on him. Frankie Carty drives forward. Back to Frankie Carty. This is a great run by Frankie. He is going to go for goal, you know. Peter makes a great save.
He's given 45.
Yeah. Great run by Frank Carty there. Yeah.
The game is really open up here now, Modi, and I think tiredness is playing its part, because I think when one team gets the ball, the other team are struggling to get their defensive shape, and so both teams are bombing forward with the ball, and
it's easier to run with the ball.
It's easier to run with the ball than run without it. And
a goal would have been a massive score.
It would have been a massive score, but Peter, he seemed to have been caught the wrong side there, but he managed to readjust get enough weight behind the ball to deflect it out. So 45.
Pádraig Finnerty now with the 45 off the ground. I'd say it's a little short, is it? No, good score, yeah.
Yeah, Trim really need a score now just to settle things down a little bit. They had a comedy of errors
there
for
the water break,
times there. Mikey Cullen hit the outside of the post, and then the last one between Munners and I don't know who else, a couple of lads, and maybe the option would have been just to kick a point just to steady the ship a little bit, but I'm sure
between those couple of ones off the post, the one cleared off the line in the first half, although Peter's after making a great save there.
Yeah,
Trim could have 6 goals here or more.
Yeah, they could, and yet the game's not been put to bed yet. So I'm sure the management team, when they get them in for the water break there, will say that to them, just steady the ship. If it's on, tap it over the bar. Just keep that 5, 6, 7 point gap there. I just see Josh Harris going in there and handing the referee a slip, so it looks like he's going to be coming in for the last quarter.
Yeah, and I suppose as we were saying before the game, Mark Malloy's mother and father
up from Wexford to watch the game this evening. So
might be going to Crow Park tomorrow. Is that?
Yeah. That's what Chivers are saying here. Yeah. So welcome to Trim, the frequent visitors. We haven't seen them in a while.
Yeah, as we were saying off camera at half time, Rory, obviously anyone that comes on here can't play with the B team tomorrow. So it's it's a fine line. The Trim lads are management are probably walking here. There are tired legs out there, but they want to bring a lad on here who mightn't play a whole lot of games for this team and would play every game for the third team.
Yeah, it's a tricky one, and so hopefully the lead they have is sufficient, that they can keep that gap there, because I think if Skyrne get a goal now, the next score, it's going to certainly make the last couple of minutes very, very interesting. But it's been a great game. It's been played in a great spirit. As you say, the referee is kind of letting it all kind of go. I see Joycey coming on here now as well, so that's 2 subs there for Trim. So we'll see. We'll try and figure out the changes there now when things settle down.
Mikey Cole's gone back into the full forward line. James Cullen looks to be going into the forward. I'd say Owen McGrath is one of the guys that's gone off, and maybe Mikey Cullen. Yeah, Owen McGrath and Mikey Cullen, they're the two we're saying, I think.
Yeah, looks like it. Joycey and Josh going into the half forward line, and Mikey Cullen.
Yes, so the forward line is now Munners, Joycey and Josh Harris, and Beano. James Cullen seems to be full forward, and Mikey Cole. And we're back on. Davy Murta again featured the second half, drives out with the ball to Joycey. Joycey back to Davy Murta, takes his man on. Paddy Fox does well to get back. Off to Beano. Beano has Josh inside, kicks it across. Joycey beats his man off to the left. Great involvement, Joycey. Welcome to the game, Kieran Joyce.
It's like a young fella there, Joycey, in fairness, shimmied inside and turned around and kicked a lovely score off his left. That's the one we were talking about, just that little bit of experience coming off the bench, Maudie. That's great to see.
The famous Joyce hip movement there, yeah. Went right. Then
Last,
he was going
last,
right.
scene in, last scene in Zangos, I think.
Ian Gillette with the kick out. Trim 3-9. Screen 1-9. Kevin Ali up for this. Breaks it down. Kieran O'Rourke was in under the break. Wins it now. He can go back to Mark Malloy. He does. Mark gets the head up. Comes back across the middle. Into Joycey. Joycey. Oh, James Cullen makes a good run off the ball. Joycey tries to find him. It's gone wide. James can take on his man here. He's got to go back. Oh, that's a foul.
Well done.
Ref doesn't blow his whistle, did he? Oh, he did. Yeah.
But good
James does the right thing. Slows up. He didn't blow the whistle. I knew he didn't blow it. He's blowing it now. Like, it was a free. The referee didn't blow the whistle.
Everyone but the referee thought it was a free. Everyone stopped him.
He could throw this ball in now, Marty. Yeah, he is going to throw it in. Yeah. Is he?
He is going to throw it in.
Yeah. Anyway, we're back on the way.
Throws it up. Oh, Joycey's winning throw-ins now and all. That's definitely a free. Nothing doing. Colin Doherty comes out with it. Hands it to Kieran O'Rourke does brilliantly.
Brilliant.
Into Bino. Now Bino, the right option here is to win a free. He takes his man on. Gives it out to James Cullen. Back to Joycey. Josh Harris is free inside. Joycey, good ball. Out to Mark Malloy. Mark does like a shot. Goes outside the right. Oh, wrong option.
At least we're keeping the ball down at this end of the field anyway. I mean, that's Joyce's fourth or fifth possession in 2 minutes that he's been on, so he could be key to just getting him over the line here in the last couple of minutes.
And again, although we're 6 up, it's I wouldn't say it's on the knife edge, but I wouldn't be 100% confident. Ian Gillette goes long. Oh, Decky Dowling. Mark Malloy just missed it, and Decky catches it behind him. Forward towards Joycey. Joycey could call the mark. Doesn't. Gives it inside. The goal on here, you know. James Cullen off the left. Good score by James. Does the right thing. Yeah. Third point of the night for James.
Decky Dowling's had a super game there, you know, in the backs. I don't really say cornerback because he kind of plays kind of all over the place, but you know he's been very, very assured. When the ball has gone near him at all, he's won pretty much everything, and he's come out there and he great pass in there.
Kick out is floated one. Munners does very well to. Could have given inside the Beano there. Back out to Joycey. Joycey wants to shoot. He drives for goals. He's trying to draw the foul. Good tackle though by 17. He's put this one wide. But again, as long as it's up here, we don't mind. You might pan there, Rory, to how trim are defensively there. You can see like they are really become stretched now at this stage of the game.
Davey marking the danger man in there.
Kieran O'Rourke's come out here on Paddy Fox. Decky Dowland's picking up Niall Burke. Keane Downs is on Aidan Shoot. Ian Gillette goes long towards James Murray. Great hands from James. And a good ball in front of Decky Dowling, who can drive forward. Joycey's loads of time there. Decky Dowling is in here. Yeah. Decky, you take a point. Yeah, good score, Decky. Good score.
Clever, yeah. That's just the last spot. Yeah, Joycey's been brilliant since he came in there, and that's Trim just did what we kind of suggested maybe at the water break. They've just been tipping over the points there now. That's 3 points they get on the spin, so hopefully that's brought the momentum back.
Joycey has been very good. I think the centre back has kind of run out of juice here now. He doesn't look to be moving the best. Ian Gillette goes long again. Another good catch by James Murray. Hands it off to Kieran O'Rourke. James has really grown into the game after a few straight passes in the first 10 minutes.
Yeah, that goal really kind of sprung him to life, didn't it, Molly?
Mark Malloy gives it out to Keane Downs. Downsy. Mark Malloy was free on the sideline, but Downsy listened to Kieran Joyce saying stay out of the corner. We have 3-on-1 though. We can keep it here for a minute. Rocky gives it back to Kevin Nally. Nally gives it inside to James Murray. James, good ball in front of Mikey Cole. Good cornerback play though by 25. Pádraig Finnerty hands it off. Gets it back. James Murray getting a good hand off. Yeah. Screen take it quickly. Colin Barry's going to go long to Barry Davis, who would appear to be the danger man. Yeah. Davy Murty gets in a little bit under it. Kieran O'Rourke is fouling Paddy Fox there, I would say. Paddy from a tight angle hits the post. Keane Downs waves a hand at it. Pádraig Finnerty's in. He's going for goal. Another great save by Peter Brennan. A great save by Peter Brennan. Low to his right. 2 goal chances after saving the last 10 minutes.
Yeah, it just shows you every man has to play his part, you know, to get the result. And Peter has been very good there in the second half, after having not really a whole lot to do, really, because it was Skyrne were kicking points in the first half and never really threatened the goals. But
Frank Carty's waving for the ball here on the right sideline, and it's actually shorter for Pádraig Finnerty to put it over the bar. So I think he'll go for a shot.
But he slotted the last one with a lot
yeah.
of style, so I'd imagine he'd be entitled to take this on again, I think.
Yeah, a slightly easier one for a right footer as well, I would have thought. Yeah. No, it doesn't quite catch this one. Barry Davis is under it. Kieran O'Rourke picks up the breaking ball. Can take her time coming out. Yeah, into Decky Dowling. Kieran Joyce demanding the ball. Decky, right option, goes short to James Murray. To Darrell Phelan. Darrell takes a hop and a solo. Another hop, gets the head up. Gives it short to Joycey. Josh Harris made a great run around the back. Joycey's a bit loose in possession. Good turnover by Niall Moran. Paddy Fox plays it long. Keane Downs gets a hand in. Barry Davis, a little bit of a flick there. Gives it off to Paddy Fox. Paddy's on his left. Won't shoot off his left. Gives it into Niall Burke. Niall, poor shot by Niall. Drops in front of Peter Brennan. Peter fumbles it a little bit. Recovers to Kevin Nally. Kevin has nothing down this wing. Has to go back across the goals to Munners. Paul Munley come out with the ball. Hands it to Darrell Phelan. Darrell has time to get the head up. If we've a runner, we've no runners. Goes across to Mark Malloy, who's static but takes his man on and beats him. Drives forward. Frank Carty comes across to tackle him and foul him. Good handoff to Mikey Cole, to Joycey, back to Mikey Cole. Mikey stands his man up with a little solo. Goes back to Kevin Nally. Yeah, Trim have numbers there. Yeah.
Just keeping the ball, really. It's all they need to do. They're 6-8 points up.
Munners back to James Murray. James goes sidewards to Mark Malloy, is it? Yeah, Mark comes back to Darrell Phelan. Darrell takes on Pádraig Finnerty. Kieran O'Rourke this side, goes back to Davy Murtagh. Davy again does the right thing, keeps it, gives it to Munners.
This really demoralises another team, you know, when they're 8 or 9 points down and tired and whatever.
Forward. Bino does well, gets out in front. Good hand off to Munners. Now Munners needs a runner. Plays a foot pass inside to James Murray. James Murray turns off the left. Lovely score.
Yeah, it's a great team score there. Patient play and really gonna.
That's the modern game, right?
That's the modern game, and it's really tiring for a defence to try and run around chasing shadows like that. But great stuff from Trim there.
Ian Gillette now with the kick out. Chips one to Aidan Shooters. I think he's come right out the field. Gives inside to Chris Kinsella. Joycey half stops him inside to Paddy Fox, who's spent a lot of time out around the middle. Again gets the head up. They're looking to kick it to Brian Davis. He's well marked this time to Niall Moran. Niall into Frank Carty. Frank gathers it well off the right foot with a curl in. I would have thought that was wide now.
That was wide, ref.
The umpire, is he saying 45? I think he's saying 45. Or is he giving a point? $45, yeah, I think 45.
Okay. Must have been touched off. Who was challenging there? Must have been touched off. A bit of a block on the
They
shot.
did well to get the hand in, whoever it was.
Yeah, I was wondering because the ball certainly looked like it was wide. And in fairness to the umpire, he had his hand up. I think some of the Trim defenders thought he was signalling a point, but he
chipped this one in the square now. Just 5.5 minutes gone. 8 points in it. No, I think he's going to have a shot.
Yeah, he drops into the square.
Strike. Peter Brennan's up on this one.
Yeah.
Kieran O'Rourke again comes out with his second 45 he's after coming out with. Again, he's no real runners. He's got to go back to James Murray. James get the head up and go right. Yeah, well done. Yeah. And there's 4 Trim men there, 5 Trim men, only 2 Skyrne on that side. Mark hands it off to Joycey. Joycey gets the head up. Joycey wants to kick. Josh Harris makes a good strong run though. Josh is direct. He's going straight for goal. Great run by Josh. He lost control of it. Frustrating for Josh. Paddy Fox comes out with the ball to Frank Carty. Frank back to Paddy. To Tommy Carpenter, is it? Tommy to midfield partner Colm Doherty. Back into Tommy. Colm falls down. Tommy Carpenter. A little push in the back by Mark Malloy. Again, just finish just lacking a little bit there from Josh.
Yeah, I mean, putting the ball dead would have been the thing to do. Even kicking it wide would have been the thing to do. But it opened up from there.
Long to Brian Davis, who's good and physical there with Decky Dowling. Yeah. Or is he making him take the other free again? No, free out.
Free out. Everyone's getting a bit tired now, and hopefully there's no silly challenges now in the last couple of minutes. It's been a great sporting game up till now.
Oh yeah. Great to see him in the red and white, isn't it?
Peter takes a shot to James Murray. James might have picked it off the ground, but the referee had his back turned. Munners to Josh Harris. Josh again wants to take his man on, gets the head up, plays a good ball down the wing to Bino. Bino's out in front. Yeah, recycles back to Munners. Munners with 5 trim men across the field here. Mark Malloy can take his time. Goes across the pitch to Rourke. Rourke get the head up. He's Davy Murty inside. He's Mark Malloy behind him. Again, no pressure on the ball from Skyrne here at all. They're a tired team at this stage. Both teams are tired. Joycey to James Murray. James gets the head up. Hands it off to James Cullen, who actually has gone quiet for the last 10 minutes after a great game for the first 50 minutes. And James, he's going to shoot with the left again. Yeah, no.
Wrong choice there. He had 2 men off his shoulder there. He should have been selfish there. He should have popped it to Mikey Cole there or Josh. But look, the ball's gone dead, and that's all we can really, it's good at this time of the proceedings, the stage of proceedings.
Frank Carty comes out with it. And Frank, probably one of the better players for Skyrne. He hasn't stopped all night. And Paddy Fox, another one who's got an awful lot of possession. He goes long, but it's straight to Decky Dowling. Decky reads it well, comes out with it. Yeah, he's loads of time there. You can keep carrying it, Decky. He beats a man. Another 2 men coming to him. I say he can beat them too. Decky inside to Bino. Opens up for Bino. Gives the pass inside to Joycey. Joycey's a goal on. Will he put it over? No, he scores a goal. Great finish by Joycey. Goal and a point since his introduction.
Yeah, and again, when Trim worked the ball, they look very, very good, and they had runners there the whole time. Rourke pulled up a little bit there that last possession. I hope he's okay. Yeah,
I see Decky Dowling is kind of limp and coming back. I'd say that might be a little bit of cramp. Yeah. Trim definitely won't want to make any changes now at this stage. 28 minutes gone. 4-12 is 24 to 13, 11 points up. Oh, a little flick over the top is beautiful. Can Peter make a third save? No, good finish by Barry Davis. Yeah.
They were a bit asleep there after that. Their goal themselves there. They hadn't really reset themselves, and they were a bit all over the place.
Really came from a kick out, a flick on to himself, and a flick over the top.
Yeah. Rourke was just kind of recovering after a bit of an injury there.
Just Red TV would like to wish Loman Dempsey and the crew doing the Ring of Kerry tomorrow. Tough day ahead of you lads, and the Ring of Kerry will give you a sore Loman the boys, yeah. So best of luck lads.
James Murray knocks it down to Mark Malloy. 2 lads have been very steady at midfield all night. Mark goes short to Danny Coleman, who's been introduced. Danny gives it short to Kevin Nally. Mark Malloy was checked off the ball there. Seems to be a bit of talking there. Joyce, yeah, I told you, the Joyce hips. No free given. Niall Moran comes out with it. Goes short to Frankie Carty. Frank down the line. Danny gets a hand in. Niall Burke. Niall, bad pass. James Murray wins it. Space in front of Mikey Cole there. Trim keep the ball though again. Munners, a simple pass wide to Darrell. Darrell beat his man. Pádraig Finnerty gets back though. Joycey to Danny Coleman. To Mikey Cole. To Joycey. Joycey goes short to Josh Harris. Josh has Danny inside him. Draws the man into Mikey Cole. Bad pass by Josh. Sure who that is. Green man coming out with it. Barry Davis, the danger man, is out the field. Now it's gone wide towards Frankie Carty. Skyrne are going to have to go for a goal here. Paddy Fox. No, Paddy's going to take his point. Paddy wants to get in the score sheet. I think he's pulled that. Oh, it's wide. Yeah, it's wide. Yep. Wide ball. Paddy, a tired kick. Just gone over 30 minutes. Trim 4-12. Skyrne 2-10. 8-point game. Peter Brennan. Oh, Peter, that's dodgy. Josh Harris was calling for it, but he was about 10 yards away from that. Oh, Barry Davis drags it wide.
We got away with that one there, I think, Marty. We got away with it.
No, I'm not sure it would have made any difference. It might have made, if there's any injury time, it might have made it a little bit interesting.
See, the referee has checked his watch there.
I'd say he's looking for his whistle, no?
And I think, as I said a few times, I think it's been a fairly easy game to referee. Credit to both sets of players, you know, and I think we should mention that, particularly the Trim lads that we've been following, you know, in hurling and football over the last couple of weeks. They've given us huge entertainment, you know, and great effort by them. In fairness, you know, they're playing a lot of games, and you know, they're playing with great spirit and all that. So it's a credit to all the players.
Yeah, Bino picks up a loose ball, does well. Gave it off to Josh. Josh tried to play a killer pass, blocked down by Skyrne. The ref is blowing the final whistle. Final score: Trim 4-12, Skyrne 2-10. 8-point win for Trim. Good start to the Premier Division 1 Championship. It's only the second year of this competition. Trim's first year in Division 1, but kind of keeps the momentum that I suppose has been building across the club. A lot of wins across all the teams, and an entertaining game as well, Rory.
Yeah, it was a great game. As we just mentioned there a moment ago. You know, the credit to both sets of players. You know, certainly any time I've ever been involved in a Trim team that we've gone to play Skyrne or had Skyrne here, they've always been, you know, very, very good games of football. You know, they're a great footballing club, in fairness to them, and they certainly brought that here again tonight. But Trim were just too strong when it mattered, and in fairness probably could have won by more if they'd taken their goal chances.
Yeah.
But as you say, the momentum, that's very important, you know, across the club, you know, between the men's football and the hurling. You know, we've had a good start to the year. Lots of options, lots of players, lots of different, you know, great numbers, and it's great to see.
Yeah, and I suppose a couple of shout outs as well. Congratulations to Kieran Caulfield and the Meath Miners on winning the Leinster football title the other night. Best of luck to the 4 Meath guys involved for the Meath hurlers against Down tomorrow. There's one of them there in Birmingham, about to leave the pitch. Charlie Ennis, James Toher and Alan Douglas all starting.
I saw Dougie here earlier on along the fence here a few minutes ago. He's gone.
Yeah, so again, first game in charge for Lomond Dempsey and Fergal Lynch. They'll obviously be happy. Kevin Riley and team will be happy that so many guys who are in contention for intermediate starts showed up. But yeah, I think when are we live again, John?
We're live.
Dermot Dempsey's watching. How, Dermot? How's the body after Kerry?
We're live again in next Wednesday night in who are we playing? Kilmainham, in Kilmainham at 8:15.
Live in Kilmainham, 8:15 next Wednesday night. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.